So, right, and next let's check the same pattern by playing in a triplet mode. A triplet mode is, for comparison, when you play 3 record motions or 3 sounds in a time value of 4, okay? And you must try to divide the duration of this, or it's really helpful when you count it first. So let's check the counting of a triplet mode. Goes like this. Normally you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now a triplet mode is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now you can try to train this at first with the record motion. Yeah. So okay, and I have prepared for you some little demos to understand what I mean. At first we play the triplet Boomerang without an accent, okay? And it sounds like this here. No, sorry, this was the pattern with the accent. Now the same without an accent. It sounds like this here. Once again. So okay, I have prepared for you some little examples to hear the difference between a triplet mode with an accent and a triplet mode without an accent. At first, the example without an accent. So, and now for comparison by incorporating an accent. So I hope this methodology is clear. It's interesting when you try to mix these different styles, playing the boomerang without an accent, with an accent, try to go from the triplet mode into the common version, and this is pretty interesting and a way to enhance your performance. So okay guys, now I have some nice variations of the boomerang, some new variations. The first one is basically a mix between the Aquaman Skratch and the boomerang. So it goes like this, or the consideration is interesting because when you play the boomerang, every record motion got a duration of a 1/16, and now we use the trademark of the Aquaman Skratch, which means that we play the second note twice as long as the first note, but we try to stay into the rhythmical fundament of the boomerang. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but it isn't. The now following so-called Aquaboom performance goes like this. We play the first 2 notes in a time value of a 1/16, and then we go into a long note in a time value of a 1/8. So, and now we combine 1/16 with the 1/8, and this is basically a time value of 3/116, and the performance is similar to the Aquaman, because we start at first with a really short baby scratch, and we incorporate the closing open as a closing tap, sorry. This is the first motion, and then yeah, and it's a combination now between the Aquaman, because the second note is twice as long, and also the E-tone, which follows then, but the first two motions really short. So when I play it over a beat, and then it's pretty cool when you go into the boomerang. Yeah, you can enhance your performance by playing this. So I try to play it once again. So I think this is a really, really nice combo. So once again, you play the first two sounds really quick, and then you go into so now this is for all your professionals, turntablists. Try to play this pattern in a triplet mode. I have prepared a little demo for you to hear the acoustic, and it goes like this. So, and what you do now is to put this performance, which consists basically of 3/116, in a time value of 4/116 or 2/116s. Yeah? Okay, the Aquaman boom. So the last variation for today is the so-called Autoboom scratch. Yeah, and as the name applies, it's hybrid between the Autobahn performance and the Boomerang. So what I have done here, I have tried to incorporate the trademark of the Autobahn scratch, which is the idea to go inside the sound by an additional step. Yeah. So I have tried to use this trademark, this additional step, inside the sound, and then for playing the boomerang. So, and this, the result goes like this. We start in a traditional way, the boomerang scratch, closing for the note, tapping, then we play a note, opening. So, and this is a common variation to this point, and then we don't go back to the start point, we stay here, and our next step is the note, and we are inside the sound to use the trademark of the Autobahn. Then from this positioning we play a tap and back to the start point by another E-tone. Once again. Okay, once again, note, closing, tap, E-tone, then note opening, note closing. We are inside the sound, tap, E-tone and okay. Now the same for the closed boomerang variation. That means we start opening, closing, tap, then opening, note, closing, and this is similar to the Autobahn scratch. So, and now you can see that all techniques are connected with each other, and I think the idea is pretty interesting to put the Autobahn performance together with the Boomerang scratch. So for concluding, I have prepared a little sound demo for you, and I have played the Autoboom in a triplet mode. And I think it sounds a little bit different to the normal version, yeah. It's also interesting when you use, instead of the fresh sound, other tones to show the idea of the Autoboom. This was wrong. Okay, I hope you liked the content of today. I think it is interesting to show the difference between the triplet performance and the normal performance, also the ideas of connecting the trademarks of famous scratch techniques with other pattern. And yeah, I think this is it for now. Bye, Alex.